there. So today this talk is going to be on identifying the key knowledge gaps around fish, fisheries and benthic species and habitats in relation to marine renewables in Scotland via the ScotMER programme. So my name is Kirsty Wright and I'm the Fish and Fisheries Advisor at Marine Scotland Science, and my colleague Marion Harold, who's our benthic advisor, also helps with this presentation. So the aim of this presentation is just to give you a quick introduction to the ScotMER programme and also to provide a short update on some key pieces of work that we're working on. So for those who don't know, the ScotMER programme stands for the Scottish Marine Energy Research, and the programme aims to deliver a coordinated and collaborative research to facilitate the sustainable development of the offshore renewable sector in Scotland. This diagram gives an overview of the programme. So it's a very coordinated and collaborative approach. We have our coordination group sitting at the top, and then underneath we have 7 specialist receptor groups. This talk will specifically be on the fish and fisheries and the benthic receptor groups. And these receptor groups then go on to produce evidence maps, which I'll just show you, and then also research projects are carried out. So just to give you a very quick overview of the fish and fisheries evidence map as it currently stands, there's 13 different knowledge gaps that have been identified, and you can see them all listed there. So this evidence map was created in 2016, so it's a bit out of date, but we've recently had a meeting with our stakeholders to update this evidence map so that we can ensure that it focuses on current research gaps and priorities. And then just to give you a quick overview of the benthic evidence map, so similar to the fisheries map, they've identified 9 different knowledge gaps, and you can see them all listed there. And the benthic group also had a recent meeting to update their this evidence map, and that's currently in progress. So these will be released on the website once they're ready. So towards the end of last year and into this year, Marine Scotland Science have funded and hosted 2 student internships who've both done very interesting and relevant research topics to address some of these ScotMER knowledge gaps I've just shown you. So the first project was a multi-use pilot between fisheries and floating wind farms at the High Wind offshore floating wind farm, which is off the north-east coast of Scotland. And the second student looked at the impacts of marine renewable energy developments on threatened spur dog aggregations in the Pentland Firth and Orkney waters. So both of these internships ended at the end of March this year, and the outputs for those projects will be available soon and released on the ScotMER website. So one particular project that I wanted to highlight to you all is a static fishing trials within a floating offshore wind farm. So the High Wind site, which is with the offshore wind developer Equinor. So High Wind is currently an operational floating offshore wind farm. It has 5 turbines. It's off the coast of Peterhead. And basically this demo aims to trial 3 types of static fishing gear. So we'll have fish traps, jiggers and creels. It will be a 5-month project, and we were hoping to do this from May to September this year, but it will now be postponed to 2021. It will basically involve us, along with Equinor, going out into the offshore wind farm in a small vessel and deploying fishing gear. So the objectives of this trial are to test the safe deployment of static commercial fishing gear within a floating offshore wind farm, and test the commercial viability and also test the equipment and methods for future research. So another project that we wanted to highlight to you was our automated image analysis project. So a company called Marisol were contracted to review image analysis techniques for species detection and identification in underwater video. So this project we hope will assist with speeding up and improving accuracy of image analysis on video. So Marisol tested a couple of different freeware softwares, which you can see listed there, and they selected models to test using a Google Option Detection API. So this project looked at video of 3 different species. So we looked at sea pens, videos of sea pens. We also looked at videos of salmon smolts in a trap, and you can see them there. And we also looked at Nephrops burrow complexes. So the CPEN and SMALT tests achieve an impressive 94 to 98% accuracy using the RFCN model, but the identification of the net froth spirals was really complex, so that was a bit trickier. However, there's high hopes for the future of this high-tech software and a vast amounts of marine survey applications. So that was a very whirlwind tour, but I thank you very much, and any questions about this presentation, please contact either myself or my colleague Maddie. Thank you.